Jaguars.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
A first down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Prescott. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 86 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
In motion left is Wilson. From the 29, Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott down. Past the 20. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Close to the sideline. He finds Robinson, complete. Touchdown! DeMarcus Robinson from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Miami coming out for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 yards on the carry there, and it'll wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The Dolphins come in with 2 wins on the year. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion, and it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone would bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week, and that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their number 1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hey, go steal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 first half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Santoso now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught judge, it's ruled incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Davis Price up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check Mega.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give to Etienne running right. Nifty footwork at the 45. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Emmanuel Ogbah, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. The quarterback never got rid of the football.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a
first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. It's an important touchdown right there, as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The extra point try now for Santoso. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Prescott on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Robinson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, Prescott. Etienne bringing in another one. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.